Hey guys, we are here in the phone room with Tina and Bonsai. I have been waiting for a pug to come in all day, so I'm so excited right now. And Bonsai is also really excited to be here. He's got a bow tie on, he's ready for the camera. So Tina, tell us a little bit about Bonsai.
Well, this is my best friend Bonsai. He's a pug, he's 4 years old, and he's pretty integral to my life. He hangs out at my work, which is Metro Care Salon, and he's kind of our, I don't know what you call it, but our signature dog, yeah.
And what kind of stuff does he like to do? Does he like to play?
Well, Bonsai likes walks on the beach, and he likes to share popcorn. Do you like popcorn? Popcorn. He likes popcorn. He likes the dog park. He likes his friends, Dexter, and Rosie Girl. So yeah, those are his favorite things.
Awesome. So what brought you guys into the Humane Society today?
We like to come every year to do a donation on behalf of our shop, and we think it's really important to come down and do what you can.
That's so great. So they came in and made a donation today, and you guys can do the same thing. We are here until 8 o'clock tonight. Bonsai will not be because he's a little excited, but you guys can come down or you can phone or go online to donate as well. So coming up right away, we've got Riel, who's in the lobby.
Hi, I'm here with Emmy today, and Emmy brought some money to donate to the Humane Society. So Emmy, can you tell me a little about your donation?
I really love dogs.
Your puppy?
Uh-huh.
What's his name?
Butterfly.
Butterfly. And how long have you had Butterfly?
For a little bit, then I had it forever.
Yeah? Awesome. So Emmy brought a $100 check today to donate. So I'm just going to match that donation. So that's a $200 donation today. So you can call in or you can donate online or you can come down to the Humane Society just like Emmy did today and donate. Do you want to say anything else, Emmy? You want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye. Next, we're going to a story about dog obedience. Thanks, Emmy.
Whoops, somebody wants to say hi.
The Winnipeg Humane Society offers dog obedience classes to the public. One of the classes is run by Val Poulton.
When it comes to working with the dogs, we're going to work on some counter conditioning things to make the dogs relax and be comfortable with being handled. We're going to work on collar grabs, which is a very useful behavior for a dog that might duck out a door. A lot of times, if you grab for your dog, he'll duck and run, and we want to teach the dog that us grabbing for them is a positive thing. And also some body handling. Some dogs don't like their feet touched or don't like their ears touched. And then we're going to start teaching them to listen to their names. Okay, now I'm going to wait till she looks away. Matt's. Basic dog training is about building a communication system. I mean, we say we teach dogs how to sit and how to lie down and how to come when called, and they all know how to do that. I mean, have you ever known a dog not to know how to sit or lie down? It's just that they don't know when we want them to. So we need to build that communication system so that we can communicate with the dog, let them know what our expectation is, and then they can communicate back to us as well and communicate distress or displeasure or happiness. Yeah, it's just a communication system.
To find out more, check out their website at winnipeghumanesociety.ca or call 204-982-2035 to register.
It's easy to donate. Just call 204-927-1001 or toll free at 1-866-436-1001 or donate online at winnipeghumanesociety.ca.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm sitting here with Lena, who works with the Winnipeg Humane Society. We were just talking about some of the awesome donations that have been coming through, like Cynthia Stewart, who just donated $50. Lena is going to talk to us a little bit more about the monthly donations at the Winnipeg Humane Society. So Lena, why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, so even though today you can donate as much as you want, we do have an ongoing monthly donor program, so you can donate as much or as little as you want each month. It comes out right out of your bank account, and that's really a great way to help out the animals on a consistent basis, so you always know they're going to be taken care of. And every amount counts. $10 can pay for a vaccine, $35 can pay for a heartworm test. no amount is too small, and it all goes towards helping the animals.
Of course, any sort of donation here will help wonders for the animals. If you think about it, you can donate. You can definitely donate $10 a month. Just don't have one coffee a day, and that might be hard for some people, but it's one coffee a day. So think about it: a life, one coffee. You can do it. And is there anything else you wanted to tell us about the monthly donations?
No, it comes out of your bank account. You don't really have to think about it. It's like your monthly bills, and it's really going towards such a great cause. We get in over 8,000 animals per year, and every little bit helps towards going towards our medication, behavior training, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, we really rely on those donations.
It's huge. And we just want to give one quick shout out to our hourly sponsor, which is Auto Centers. So thank you very much for that. And right now we are going to go to the lobby and talk with Erica, who has Lumberjack with her.
So I'm here with Lumberjack, and you can tell he's a lumberjack. He's got huge paws. He's adorable. And this is his owner, Christina, and she is assistant manager of adoptions here at Society. And I just want to ask you a little bit about Lumberjack. So how did you adopt him?
He was here for about 7 months looking for his forever home, and I passed by him every day, and I kind of kept eyeing him and telling my husband about him, and then he needed a foster home because they thought he might have food allergies, so I took him home for a couple of weeks, and my husband and I fell in love, and we decided to make it permanent.
So you guys were a foster family.
Yes, this is one of my foster fails. He's one of 3.
So what kind of other dogs?
I have another shepherd mix and then a cattle dog mix. She keeps us on our toes. She's also from the Humane Society.
That's awesome. So Lumberjack, I heard that he has some hips, and that's why they call him Lumberjack.
Yes, he kind of lumbers when he runs. It's pretty funny. And he also is just a big goof, so the clinic staff decided to name him Lumberjack. And yeah, he's got some hip issues. He was also heartworm positive. So he had some issues, and I think that's why he was still here waiting by the time we got to foster him.
But he has a wonderful personality, and he just goes to show that you can come to the Humane Society and you can get a great dog like Lumberjack and take him home and, love him, and he's going to love you back. And we're here all day. Come down, check out the dogs, check out the cats, and, see what you can do. Come love a dog. So we're going up to a story about reunions.
This little guy had been missing for 4 days. His owners were all over Facebook and were doing a poster blitz through the entire city. He was lost in St. James and found by St. Vital Mall. Memphis was found severely matted. His rescuer gave him a haircut before bringing him to the Humane Society. We cleaned him up and called his mom, and she came down instantly. Both Memphis and his mom were extremely happy. Jill went missing on July 2nd from Quail Ridge Road and was found outside an apartment building off of Ness Avenue. Jill's rescuer brought her to us and explained that she had seen Jill around her building for approximately 2 weeks. Gus went missing at the end of October and was found almost 4 kilometers away. As you can see in the picture, his family is very happy to get him back. Meet Avi Lewis and his owner Tyson. They were reunited after 3 weeks apart. Avi Lewis went missing at the beginning of the month and apparently went on quite a trek before being returned to his owner at the Winnipeg Humane Society. This little fellow was full of purrs and cuddles. Charlie was found at Shelmerdine Garden Center and was fattened up by the employees while they tried to find his owner. An employee brought Charlie into intake, and we were able to locate the owners through his tattoo. The owners were so thrilled to hear that Charlie was safe and sound, they showed up at intake within the hour to bring him home. Manu was missing for almost a month before she was brought to the Humane Society. Her owners were found through her tattoo markings, and they were extremely happy to get their much-loved Manu back. Cream, a former Winnipeg Humane Society resident, left his house during the morning and went on a 7-block trek before being found and brought back to us, where he was reunited with his extremely happy owner. Ryan and his family gave their well-traveled kitty a much-needed bath and spent some quality time together. Hooray for Ryan and Cream.
You can donate in person today. Come down and visit the shelter and say hello to our telethon crew. We are at 45 Hearst Way. That's right behind the Tim Hortons at Waverly and Wilkes.
All right, we're back here in the lobby at the Winnipeg Humane Society. Just like to quickly thank Joanne, Martha, each with $100 donations. as well as Hayden and Callie, Donna, and Carolyn, all with $50 donations. So thanks so much. If you were watching a little bit earlier, Lloyd, the intern from Virgin 103, challenged the viewers to get a $200 donation and he would shave a part of his beard. Well, now we're up in the ante. I'm joined with Kieran Mulchan, who's a creative communication student who's been working real hard here all day, and he's offered up his head of hair, both sides, $250 a side. So if we get a $250 donation, you will see Kelly from the WHS here live shave one of Kieran's sides. Again, $250 per side. Kieran, you're a little nervous.
I'm a little bit nervous. I mean, first I was thinking, oh, this would be great because I already need a haircut a little bit. But now the more I think about it, I'm a little bit nervous. But the donations are for a great cause, so I don't feel too bad about it. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
So again, $250 and you get to see the hair go from Kieran's head. If $250 is too much, you can always make a donation. Anything over $50 is matched by IMES. So a $50 donation ends up being a $100 donation, and really every penny counts. So any amount will be great. So stay tuned. We'll hopefully see Kieran's hair hit the floor here a little bit later. And next we're heading over to Bethany, who's back in the phone room with a cute kid in the control room as well. Thank you.
I'm here with Jordan, who just celebrated his 9th birthday, and instead of having his friends bring gifts, he decided to have them bring money to help out the Humane Society. So Jordan, can you explain why you did this?
I just wanted the dogs to have a better home instead of just staying here for the rest of their life.
Right. And how much did you end up raising for the Humane Society?
$106.70.
$106.70. Good job. And these are your 2 dogs?
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce us to them?
This one's Lucy and that one's Charlie.
Lucy and Charlie. Can you tell us a little bit about them? What do you like to do with them?
Usually they just take naps, and also we should have called her Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy eats a lot?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, goodness. Do you take them on lots of walks?
Most of the time, yeah.
Most of the time?
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I want to say thank you on behalf of everyone for deciding to do that, because that's wonderful work for the animals, and I know everyone here really appreciates it. So good for you. Give me a high five. Woo! And I would just like to say a quick thank you to Debbie Nightingale for donating $50 and Glenda Bracken for donating $100. That's awesome. IMES is going to match both of those donations, and we look forward to hearing more donations coming in. So next we have a story on Chance.
Chance, you want a treat? Yeah. You want a treat. You're my special cat. I came across him, I think in May, in a cage, and when I opened up that cage and I saw him, I just thought, oh my God, I have to have this cat. This particular disease affects their coordination. They get it when it's from lack of food or oxygen when they're in the mother's womb. And so therefore it affects their coordination. Therefore you see how he walks. But I mean, compared to when I got him, he's walking 100% so much better. He'll never walk like a normal cat, but his walking has improved immensely. He is a part of our family, and he's loved and spoiled, and he's doing great, and it teaches me as a human being a lot too. Just sometimes when you think life is kind of treating you not so well, here's a cat with the disorder that just keeps picking himself up and going on, and I want people to know that cats like this are adoptable.
You're watching IMES 1001 Donations in support of the Winnipeg Humane Society.
All right, so I'm here with Christine and Risa over here. She's a 2-year-old dog that was adopted from the Humane Society. Why don't you tell us about this interesting breed? She's a really cool mix.
Well, we've been looking for a dog for a while, and we came to the Humane Society one Saturday in June 2 years ago. And we were looking, and all of a sudden we turn the corner and we see a sign on the wall, and it says Rottweiler Chihuahua. And we're like, no way. There's no way she could be a Rottweiler Chihuahua. So we ended up, her sister was just being brought out, and we saw her sister, and she was still in the cage, just sitting there doing her thing. And my boyfriend Lee, he looked at the cage and he said, "That's our dog." And we just fell in love with her instantly. She was 8 pounds at the time. She's now 40. So we didn't really know what we were going to get with her. And to be honest, we weren't really even sure she was a Rottweiler Chihuahua because, really.
So Christine was telling me a really cool story about how she actually got Risa a DNA test because they weren't actually sure what this interesting breed was. Why don't you tell me a bit about that?
Well, the Humane Society has kits in the gift shop where you can have your dog's DNA done, and it's just a cheek swab. And you send it off to a company in Ontario, and in 6 weeks they send you back what the DNA is. Shh. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for warning me. You're such a good warner. And it came back that her dad was probably almost purebred Chihuahua, and her mom was probably a Rottweiler Bloodhound mix. And there's a pug in there somewhere, so whether her dad had a bit of pug in him too. But she's just the best dog, and she makes us laugh every day. The Humane Society named her Risa, and we looked it up online, and it means laughter. So she makes us laugh so much that we had to keep it.
Awesome. What's it like having her at home, and what's her temperament like?
She's just the best dog. She gets along with everybody. She gets along with cats. She gets along with kids. We've recently had some babies in the family and in our friends, and she just gives them kisses, and she just loves them to death. She gets along with all other dogs. When we take her to daycare, they say that she's never caused any trouble there, and she gets along with everybody. Even the dogs that don't want to play with other dogs, she plays with them. And she's a big ham. She's super smart. She does lots of tricks. We've done lots of classes with her, thinking about getting her into some agility and stuff like that. We've done some introductory agility classes, and she does so well.
Awesome. Can we see her do a trick really quick?
Sure. You want to give me a double? Good girl. What about a twirl? Good girl.
Such an entertainer, Risa. All right, so thank you so much, Christine. As Christine was saying, she did get the DNA kit from the gift shop here at the Humane Society. That's just one of the ways that Humane Society makes some money to help dogs that come in get the care that they need. Another way that we do get funds to take care of these dogs and all of the other animals here are through monthly donations. Consider just donating $10 a month or whatever you feel comfortable and donate monthly. That really helps the Humane Society budget, and it helps provide care for dogs like Risa. So up next, we're going to see a story with Matt and Adrian. Let's see what's going on.
Hey everyone, we're back and we're in the lobby, as you can see. I'm with Adrian and Amelia right here. And Adrian, I hear there's a crazy little story of how you came to find Amelia.
Well, it's actually kind of a funny story. My boyfriend found her running down Inkster and Main Street. It took him about half an hour before he managed to corner her in a backyard and get her hooked up. But the second that she was in the car, she was like happy to be with him, despite the fact she ran away from him for like a good 30 minutes. Whoa, Amelia. She's right in there. And then, so we took her home that night, and she hung out with us. And I was working at the Humane Society at the time, so I brought her to work with me the next day. I guess nobody came forward for her, so when she went up for adoption, we thought about adopting her, agreed not to, and then the next day she came home with us. So we've had her since, and it's been about 2 years. Amelia, look.
And the 7-year-old Pomeranian Cross is an absolute riot here. Loves treats, as you can see. And I understand you have a cat as well. How's the relationship with them at home?
We also have a cat, which we met here at the Humane Society. His name's Jacob Marley, and they are the cutest couple ever. They love to cuddle. They get along so well. They play, they cuddle. Amelia likes to give him baths. He likes to give her baths. It's kind of gross, but at the same time, super cute.
And for long walks in this cold weather we're having?
Oh, she loves it. Today, she's really upset because all the snow is like solidified, so she's trying to like scratch at it and trying to roll in it, and she just really wanted to roll in it. When there's fresh snow, she'll be right in there diving through it, swimming through it.
Well, thank you. And I understand the weather's taking a little turn for the worse. Getting a little cold and windy, so if you can't make it down to make your donations, you can always do it online. You can phone, you can text. Anything you can do to help would be great for the Humane Society. Help little dogs like Amelia here.
All right, I'm here with Kieran, and he doesn't normally dress in a garbage bag, so maybe you're wondering why he's wearing one. You might also be curious as to why Kelly here from Fab is holding this buzzer. And it's because a friend of the Winnipeg Humane Society, Norma, called in and said, I want Kieran's hair gone. And so she donated $500, and that means we're going to shave Kieran's head. So that's what you're going to get to see right now.
I've never done this before. I have no idea. I don't know.
Kelly's not actually a hairdresser, so we're just
top, right? We're starting on top. No, sorry. Oh.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening to the instructions.
So Kieran, how do you feel right now?
Oh my goodness, there it goes. Okay, well, I can feel it just kind of buzzing off right now, and I'm a little bit nervous because, like I said,
I think you might have to take off your glasses.
might have to take these glasses off.
Yeah.
Like Kelly said, he's not a professional. But
By the way, we
at
know
this,
where this thing's been.
Oh yeah, this has been on Lloyd the intern's face, so
also
I don't know.
Also the spay and neuter.
So yeah,
yeah, this is beautiful.
Whoa, yeah, it's going pretty quick. I don't know. I'm a little worried. But
why are you okay with doing this?
I'm okay with doing this because I might be slightly crazy, but also because it's just, I don't know, donating money to the Humane Society, it's a great cause, and I'm really glad I could do something to help motivate some people. And Norma, wherever you are awesome, and I...
Get a round of applause for Norma.
I don't see well out of my right side here, so
Okay.
I'm just kind of feeling my way through this part.
Kelly's winging it.
Kelly's completely winging it. I'm probably going to be covered in hair after this, but that's completely fine. Oh, yeah, please. Just hold my ear back. I don't want to lose an ear either. Could happen.
Your glasses would fall off.
That's true. And unfortunately, there's some poor animals actually they get frostbite and they actually lose some of their like the tips of their ears and maybe even their feet. I don't know, because I think we have another store that we're gonna go to, right?
We do have another story we're going to go to, but I'm going to tell you first what the Winnipeg Humane Society can actually do with $500, which is what they got from Norma. IMS is matching that, so it's actually a $1,000 donation, and they can care for at least 2 dogs with that amount of money. So thank you to Norma, and also thank you to Norma for this amazing new hairstyle that Kieran's going to be sporting. So we'll catch up with him a little bit later, and we're going to check out a story about Bigfoot, who actually had frostbite on his foot.
Oops.
And we'll check that out now.
Are you ready? Shall we do your treatment for the day? Bigfoot is due for a bandage change and to clean his wound on his hind left foot. You can see that it's bandaged currently. He has currently an opened wound with debilitated or compromised tissue from suffering severe frostbite. Bigfoot came to us after being found with his feet frozen to the ground under a truck. The finders were able to chisel him out. This year I think I'm seeing a lot more in comparison to last year. So, but I would say probably like a good 1 out of 5 cats that I see come in the door have some form of frostbite damage. Some of the really severe cases, they might just be euthanized because they're just so sore. We are going to remove the bandage and then reassess how that tissue looks. And then the plan is to clean it up with some sterile saline. He's been with us this will be day 9, so he's had this bandage change and wound cleaning since he's been here. He's been very good, very, very good kitty for it. It's like, you know what, I'd rather be playing right now, guys. So you can see that tissue is still pretty dark, so it'll have to come off, but the rest of his toes are good. You don't like baths? You don't like pedicures? No, you're a boy? That's for girls? I mean, if this were to be private practice, I think we'd probably be looking anywhere between a couple hundred at this point. He still requires that surgery as well. He's a little bit of an investment, but I think he's definitely worth it. Having said that, if we didn't have the funding, he'd be euthanized kitty, right? There'd be no way we'd be able to treat him appropriately. We're not getting payment from an owner for vet care, so the means of funds that we have for these strays is strictly donations. So people who, are passionate about these pets, who really care, who really want to help them out. And just like him, like Bigfoot, I'm not sure if he does or was owned. No identification, so that's a little bit difficult. But he's lucky he's here and he's able to get the care that he is, and that strictly is from donations, from someone who cares.
You can donate in person today. Come down and visit the shelter and say hello to our telethon crew. We are at 45 Hearst Way. That's right behind the Tim Hortons at Waverly and Wilkes.
Donate while you shop today. The Humane Society is set up today at Kildonan Place and St. Vitel's Shopping Center until 6 p.m.
I'm here with a volunteer here. Her name is Amy, and she's got just the handsomest little cat, Hansel. He's been here for about 2 weeks, and we're really looking for someone to adopt this little guy because he's so friendly. Why don't you tell the viewers about the first time that you met Hansel?
Okay, so I walked into his condo, and in our condos we have a bunch of, they're almost like these tall trees, and they have, it looks like big metal mixing bowls that the cats can kind of sit in.
Yeah.
And so the moment I walked in, he was all cuddled up in one, so he just flopped over on his back and was just like, give me belly rubs.
Yeah.
So he was really adorable right away. And one of the things you'll notice about him is the tips of his ears kind of pulled down a bit, and that's because this poor little guy got some frostbite damage.
Oh, okay.
Now, he lucked out, and he's not going to lose the tips of his ears, but a lot of the cases, the cats they'll come in and they'll either lose their ears or the tips of their ears, and sometimes they'll have frostbite damage to their tails. They might have to have like a tail amputation.
Right.
So he's a lucky guy who's a good warning to make sure that people remember that it gets cold out there for the animals too, and you got to make sure that you're taking proper care of them in the winter as well.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of costs associated with helping animals that are suffering from frostbite and that sort of thing, so it's really important that we have funds available to keep taking care of these little guys like Hansel. He was really lucky that he only lost the very tips, but yeah, so what else can you tell me about Hansel? What else about his story?
He's obviously found
He's kind of wrestling out of your hands right now, but he is actually very calm. He was not nervous.
When we were sitting over there without all the camera lights on him, He was, very calm, very happy, just sitting there asking for pets.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
he's young. He's only a year old, so he's gonna have probably a lot of fun with some really loving family who ends up giving him his forever home.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Amy, for coming in.